What's up, everybody? Chad, you got me laughing in the chats. You got me laughing in the chats. How y'all doing today? As per the usual, let me know if you can hear me and see me. Chad, you're funny. Let's get to the comments here in a second. I thought that was funny. We'll get to the comments here in a second. Couple things. Housekeeping note before I forget, and let me copy and paste this in the chat. Devin from DB Productions. We all know him. He's been on here. Has been a member of our chats for a while. Has asked for help in getting floodlights. So I put his email address in the chat just now. At least I think I did, didn't I? Why is it not going? Boom. At least I think I did. There you go. So Devin has asked. It's dblights1@gmail.com. If anybody has any extra floodlights you're not going to use this year, he has asked for them. He will pay shipping. He just asked that they work. If anybody has any thoughts on that for Devin, but before I forgot, I did want to mention that. I'll do a quick roll call real quick. First is Rob. I thought we were going to talk about aliens today. We can. Yes, we can talk about aliens. I just, prior to this, I was eating some pizza and I was watching Halo on Netflix. Might have been Amazon Prime. One of them. I've never seen Halo before. It's kind of interesting. Had the guy that plays what do they call him? The Spartan is the Leprechaun from an HBO series. Played a Leprechaun. I can't remember the name of the show now. But anyway, what's up, Rob? Steve, what's happening, Steve? LOR. I like to say LOR. I don't know. What's up, man? Let's see here. So I respond with 6'7", and Chad's like, let's not talk about 6'7". So as I understand it, and that's lingo, I'm at that age where I can now pay with my watch when I go to the store. My watch is now my credit card. Yes, I had my child show me how to do that. I'm at that age where I don't understand lingo. And as I understand it, LaMelo Ball, or one of the Ball brothers, someone asked him in an interview how tall he was. He's like, I don't know, 6'7", like And the teenagers, the youth have caught on to that, and now that kind of means, I don't know, one or the other. So I added that in there just to see if anybody knew what that was, and Chad immediately says, let's not talk about that. Oh, there he is. There's Devin. What's up, Devin? Talking about you there. What's up, Chris? Chris, back in the channel. Good to see you, Chris. It's been a while. Monty, what's up, Monty? What's going on, brother? The Slankards are here. What's up? Anthony, my first live chat. Really? Is it really? You've never been in a live chat before? Wow, that's amazing. You've been around for years, Anthony. Hey, let's go, Charlie Byers. So I don't know if anybody here golfs, but I golf. I went yesterday with a buddy of mine. We call him Big Bob because Big Bob is 6'7", 6'6". No, he's taller than 6'6". Taller than 6'6". Big guy, football player type of guy. And we went on golfing, and I did not realize you can get Callaway will personalize your golf balls for free. I didn't know that, so I today ordered a bunch of Christmas on Crestline and multicasting golf balls. Didn't know they did that for free. Kind of. Let's see here. Chad saying my 3 kids and their families say that about 1,000 times per day. Okay. What's up, Giotano? Hey, is it Christmas yet? It's getting there, isn't it? So today, we're going to talk about Devin again here in a second, a little bit more in depth. But I'm going to show you those new clips I've been talking about. What's up, Josh? What's up, Josh? So Devin, since you're in the chat, or maybe you just have the chat on, just listening, just popped in real quick. Devin has asked for floodlights. He will pay the shipping for them. He has a lot of area to fill and is doing some new area of the park. To refresh your memory, Devin, for Devin's Lights, lights up a park in his town. I've already forgotten your town. I apologize. You're up in New England somewhere. Does a town, and he got a hold of me yesterday, sent me a text and said, hey, tell me about projection mapping. I have this playground area. You know, it's the slide and the monkey bars and all that kind of slide area, playground area. That projection mapping might be cool here. So I don't know how often you guys do this. There's really 3 shows that I watch all the time. You got Brian, Shout out to Librarian. Hot Ones, because yeah, I like hot sauce, and I like that show. I like Hot Ones. I used to watch Haas all the time when he had his channel, but Haas hasn't made content in a while. There's only a few channels I watch religiously all the time. Very rarely do I ever pay attention to their description and their comment. I'm tuning in for content. But guys, down in my videos description of all my videos description, they're pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. And if you look at today's, I didn't put too much thought into today's. I almost canceled today. I'm like, I got stuff I got to do on the roof, but it's been raining all day. Like, oh well. So yeah, had a point, tangents, Charlie and tangents, right? Oh, videos descriptions. Go down the videos description. I mean, I got discounts for Learn Projection Mapping and Luxedo.com. Learn Projection Mapping is a lot like David's Light Academy from Learn Christmas Lighting. Two different guys. One's Tailwind for projection, and you got David from Learn Christmas Lighting. But do check out the video's description. There's discount codes in there for all sorts of different things. For those that know about my I call it the throwaway channel because it's just where I park videos at. Wise Buys by Charlie. I do have 2 new videos up on that. I was hired to do content for a hose reel, and I was amazed. Again, tangents. Was amazed on how quickly that went on. Once I had the right part, I spent 4 hours trying to drill in the brick on my house, thinking I was using a masonry brick. Bit was not, but once I did, anyway, went up there. So if you guys want to watch that, just got me thinking about discounts. But yeah, projection mapping. If I'm starting out projection mapping, which to be honest, I kind of am for the last several years. Tailwinds Learn Projection Mapping is if you know nothing, it takes you into mapping and everything. So start out with that. It's the cheapest. I don't know how much it is. If memory serves, it's either 50 or 100. I forget how much he charges, and it's been a couple years since I looked. But Tailwind, I like his course. Luxedo is kind of a cheat code. That's if you already have your projection equipment and you want to use Luxedo's product, you don't have to buy the whole kit. They can send you if it's like 1,500. They can send you just the brains of it, or what I call the brains. It's just a computer thing. It's hardware that you plug into your existing projector, and it allows you to control your projector, which shouldn't be possible from your computer inside your living room. It's kind of neat. But anyway, talking about Devin there. If you guys have any other ideas on how to illuminate or to make a playground equipment interesting, let me on my phone here. Maybe I just upload that photo real quick and I'll show you a picture of Devin's stuff. Let's see here. Devin, I know you shot me a picture of your playground. Let me go ahead and share that to my Google Photos. Upload that, then I can download it and I can just show you all right quick. You probably just saw the lighting change on me earlier before I went live. I'm like, what is going on with my lighting? My lighting just freaking sucks today. And then I went like that. Can't really tell the difference yet, can we? Yeah, anyway. Like, yeah, sometimes lighting on YouTube's okay. Download, so that's done. Now let me get the image. Need to go to banners. Nope. Overlay. We can do it as an overlay, I think. Add overlay. Want to add drop? Oh, I can drop it. Let's just drop it then. So give me like 12 more seconds. This is entertaining TV, is it not? Is it not? Downloads, image, boom. Oh, this is going quicker than I thought. Cool. Now, here we go. As I promised moments ago, here is what Devin's wanting to illuminate. It is a playground equipment. You got a couple of slides there. The area that's roped off is what he needs to do something with. Got to do something with it. So he thought about projection mapping for this area because it's 360 as I'm looking at it. Depending on where people are allowed to walk around, it all depends on the vantage point. So if you're standing in for projection mapping, if you're standing in front of the object, cake mapping is a huge thing. I don't know why, whoever invented cake mapping, but you can map cakes. It's a huge thing. No clue why. But you would have to only allow people to see that from one angle. But that you guys shout out your comments here, your ideas here. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on comments right quick. What's up, John? What's up? What's up, John? And I forget your wife's name. Your wife used to comment sometimes too. Forget your wife's name, but shout out to her as well. What's up? What up, Willie? Hello, let's go Chiefs. Yes, I turned it off, turned the game off last night. Don't even get me started on Buckner. Buckner, love the guy, but he's missing kicks in every game. And in my mind, with my logic, because I'm logical, we would be 5-1, 4-2 at the worst if he just doesn't miss kicks. If he's just a competent kicker this year, we're 4-2, if not 5-1, possibly 6-0. He did it again last night. We ended up winning. Spoiler alert. Apologize for anybody who hadn't watched it yet. But there was a boxing match at the end of the game. I turned it off prior to seeing that, and like, oh, let me check this out. So I watched it again today. Wasn't really much of a boxing match. It was just kind of a frustrated player who did something silly. Um, Lights on Trotters, your first time too. I like the thumbnail. Let's take a minute. What's up, Lights on Trotters? Tell us all your name. I don't know you. Welcome to the chat. And since we do have a few new people in here, we will be showing you those new clips here in a second. I'm just kind of getting caught up on everything. What's up, Lights on Trotters? Let us know your first name. I hope your son and Space Force are taking care of us. Yeah, so my son, for those who don't know, is he enlisted in the United States Space Force. And people are like, what in the heck, Space Force? It is a legitimate branch of the U.S. government military. It is the youngest. It will turn 6 years old here. Its birthday is in December. I forget what day. But his job, he is loving his job. Let's see here. Anyone else all of a sudden get ready? That's what somebody said last week. So, okay, so did it get? I don't know why. It's not a setting that I have any control of. But I was watching somebody live. It wasn't you, Brian. Might have been Jr. Forget who it was, but yeah, I had like 3 YouTube ads, and your like might have been yours because your last live went 2 hours, so it might have been yours. Yes, on the hats. That's so weird. Slaker saying nope, don't know what you're talking about. How did you find time on your job, side jobs, podcasting, and putting up your display? My wife is awesome and kind of does her own thing. She's big into Sudoku. You put a Sudoku book in her hand, you walk away, come back 5 hours. She's like on page 97, but still doing Sudoku. So yeah, we have a great dynamic in my marriage. I kind of do my hobbies. She does her hobbies. We hang out constantly. We just support each other. So that's probably the best one. Um, Finding time. So when I get home from work, usually about 6 o'clock, I usually start hanging out with her about 2 to 3 hours later. And it's actually more than that. What would you say? Jobs? Oh, side jobs. So my right now is what we call in the biz Q4 for the fourth quarter of the year for holiday sales are popping up. My production calendar is slam packed. I'm constantly having companies. I have 3 today email me say, "Hey, we want to hire you to do this, or do that, or do this." I had a company. What was it for? Talk about that. I told them no, but maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have told you guys first before I sent that email. Oh, I should have thought about that. Dang it. Probably too late now, but now this company reach out and say, "Hey, we want to hire you to do storage bins." So it's you've probably seen it at your buddies or seen it on TV or in a TV show or online. They're metal racks that hang from your garage ceiling, and you store stuff there. But the metal racks, and they had a really cool one that I think it pulled down, and you can just reach it, and pull it back up. It looked really neat. So I asked around to my normal cast of folks I hire. I do have a set number of actors that I will hire to be in my videos. Um, don't usually show you guys those. Can't think of one I've actually showed you. But no one had a high enough ceiling, so I said, I appreciate it. If you want me to do an unboxing, I can. Here's my price for that. But I don't have anywhere I can do that at. But I should have asked you guys first. I'm like, hey, who's local, or who can I send this to? And you install it and then film it and I'll edit it. I should have thought about that. Is anybody in here interested in me ever doing that? Because I turn stuff down all the time. I guess I should have thought about that. Maybe that's a thing we can start doing. Because I turn down 80% of the stuff people ask me to do. I turn down a ton of stuff. But maybe we should start. Maybe that's a thing. I'm about to put some thought into that. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's in our Patreon side of things. Maybe I say, hey, patrons, who wants this? You get it for free, but you got to install it in 2 weeks. You got to film it. If you don't film it right, you got to make those changes. Maybe that's anybody interested in something like that. I mean, that's how I get, be honest with you. That's how I get most of my stuff. It's all free. Plus, they give me money. So that's stuff. But how do I find time? I have a cool whiteboard right here that is packed with what I got to do today. We all do Google calendars and stuff, but whiteboard's more of a visual thing for me. Space Force is its own entity, but not part of the. No, it's its own. Well, the Air Force came out. It was once part of the Army, and Space Force was once part of the Air Force, and now they're all the same. So I'm gonna stop talking. So how about some clips? What is this right here? Is this an actual gutter? What? Shout out to Stacy from Canyon Systems, who right now 15% off of everything at canyonsystems.com. But he sent me this as a kit. He said, hey, I sent you a couple of clips. I only had a couple of clips because I was out. So I saved 3 back for you, sent them to you in the mail. And they came out. Honestly, I was expecting like a case of clips. I was going to do a whole video review and all that. I'm like, hey, how do these look? But with only 3, I don't have it. But dude sent me a bulb, a piece of gutter. Stepping your game up, Stacy. Kudos. But let me get a little close-up of there. Let me get that tuned in there for you. Look at that. Look at those bad boys right there. Isn't that neat? So let's look at the back. Pretty neat. The lighting could be better for that. I have the lighting tuned down on my face. But see if that's got enough depth yet to focus on it. Look at that. So my critique on this is the same as it was last week. I would like for there to be a clip here like there is on his Rich clip. They'll allow you to take your power source up. Maybe that's like a Gen 2 or a Gen 3 thing. But these clips are freaking cool. They go on. I thought, okay, let's be honest. They're going to scratch the paint. And I don't know if you've ever tried to paint aluminum gutters. It's a pain in the butt. But I thought these would scratch. I've done this about 1,000 times since I've got them. It's not scratching at all. And this is brand new. So you'd think if it's going to scratch, but how often are you really going to put this on your gutter? Another thing I was thinking, you're going to put them on and you might adjust them a little bit to get everything nice and tight. But once they're on, they're going to stay on. But these clips are genius. I don't know what I'm going to do. And you're first to hear about it first. A little redundant there. I'm going to put these on my gutter. The same thing I did with Stacy's Ridge clips. And then we'll wait a year. And I'm going to see what these things are like in the sun for an entire year. But if you have anybody here who's trying to get on the Great Christmas Light Fight, you have even more competition right now because there's less amount of entries. They all tell you. If you talk to AJ, talk to Felicia, whoever your casting agent is, they're going to tell you, say it with me. That's right. Light up your dark spots. Raise your hand. Seriously, if you take 2 seconds, I don't care if you're running, if you're in a meeting, but take 2 seconds to put a comment in. Whether you're watching this live now or later back, put a comment in. Do you already, right this very minute, illuminate your gutters? If so, do you have straight lines? I'm guessing the answer for most of us is no, I don't do my gutters because there's not a gutter clip. This solves a problem we didn't know we had. I mean, I didn't know. Other than wrapping your gutters, I don't wrap gutters. You know why? Because they're attached to the house. There's no way to get lights between the inch that I have between the gutter and the house and some of my spots. The way you guys know what my house looks like. I have that brick on the bottom half. Oh, just I'm out of focus. I'm sorry. I have my house. I have the brick on the bottom half, and then it's I actually don't know what kind of siding I have on the top half, but where it meets the brick, there's no space to wrap lights. Can't be done. So this solves that problem where you can have lights on your gutters. You don't want to wrap because I don't think it's physically possible to wrap gutters through the entirety of their length. That solves the problem. What do you guys think so far on seeing this? Maybe, now I'm thinking about this. Let me write this down. Maybe maybe we can reach out to Stacy and maybe we can do a giveaway. Like, hey, maybe we do a, maybe next Patreon giveaway instead of merch. Speaking of merch, Robert, you won last week and you're in the chat. I did not get an email from you. You won the giveaway and the Patreon giveaway. So I need to know what you want, brother. before I forget. Yeah, never put lights in it. Yeah, same. Um, let's see here. Aaron Grimes is my name. Oh, but Aaron Grimes. Aaron Grimes, we know. We know Aaron Grimes. Okay. What's up, Aaron? Sarah. That's right, Sarah. Okay, that's right. Um, in my Halloween video on Discord, you can see floodlights I use programmed to any color. You can get them on Amazon. Give the link. Cool. And then Devin later said, "Yeah, that's what I was looking for." Comics. That's all you said. Yeah or yay. Also, speaking of projectors, I got an email today from Govee. Govee is coming out with a new line of projectors. I'm like, that's kind of weird. And after looking at the promo video they sent me, I'm not sold on them. They say immersive um, projectors, but you know those they've been out for 15 years. They call them projectors, not really projectors. They're lights, and they got like a frosted globe on it. You can make lasers and sparkling effects on your garage door or on your house, kind of like that, but better. And they were programmable. So check it. Govee does have a new line. I'm not a Govee affiliate yet, so I do not have a discount code for them. Um, let's see here. Um, see, my downspouts are behind a wall of net lights. So I mean, even a wall of net lights, I think this has value both for straight lights. Um, you could probably sneak a power cord in there if you just want a power cord to go up in a straight light. There's enough depth there. So how does this light come in and out? Oh, well, that was easy. Shut up. Look at that. Genius. Okay, so the way this light is, see if I can get that. So it has that little clip right there. All right, see the clip? Well, this side has an indentation. You can see it. This side has an indentation for that clip to go. Okay, so put that in there, and then the clip. Where's the clip at? Clip is right here. You can see the little indentation right there. If I can get this, there you go. So the clip is right here. I wonder then if we can't just take as a means, should anybody on here need it, you can take that clip out, put the power cord in there, and then run the power cord up should you need that in lights. That's neat. And then it doesn't come out unless you bend it the exact way. Okay. This is when I get giddy. I'm impressed by designs. And this is one of those moments like, why didn't I think of that? Like Stacy's ridge clips. Genius. I was up Friday on my roof filming some drone footage of the clips for a new video coming out about this clips about 1 year later. What do they look like? And I'm just so impressed with them. Like, why didn't I think of that? Should have thought that. We all know it's impossible to get straight lines on peaks. Stacy's clip instantly solved it, and you can store it with the light still in it. You don't ever have to take it down. Same with these. You wouldn't have to take them down. Just leave them in the clips. Stacy, my man, you are a genius. CanyonSystems.com, COC25, I believe, is this discount. The links are down in the video description below. But it gives you 15% off of everything, all the clips. And he only does clips. So if you need clips, get the clips there. They'll be the cheapest for you. Have you ever looked into doing any 3D printing for your siding? I don't know if that's for me or somebody else, but I say this all the time. Anytime 3D printing comes up, I always go to Evelyn. I got Evelyn's 3D printed flowers on the floor next to me. I need something for the conversation for my vinyl siding. Would these clips work for vinyl siding? Well, they're attached to. So another thing Stacy told me is this is a 3-inch gutter, and he says these will also work on 2x4s or not 2x4. They're 2.5 by or what 2x4. So they're usually my 2x4s here in my town are 1.5 by 3.5. These will work on 2x4s. He says. Really? I apologize for that. If I could change it, I would. YouTube does its own little thing sometimes. So I don't know if it work on vinyl siding because there's nothing to clip on. So if you go back, go to the channel in the search bar for my channel. Type in verticals. I have at least 2, if not 3 or 4 videos on my verticals and how I do them. These would work geniusly on those. Braden. Oh, if Braden's in the chat. Braden, you have my old verticals. Get this clip for that. But I will reach out to Stacy and see if we can do a giveaway. That'd be pretty neat. Let's see here. The 2x4. There you go. Now you're talking. Yeah, 2x4s. If you are using 2x4s, they add depth. I have 24 on my house. I still have all the brackets for it. But yeah, impressed by the clip. Boom. You spoke it into existence. Or maybe Stacy heard you. You spoke it into existence. So yes, if you need any, we all know it's not a secret. We're not telling tales out of school here. We all know that commercial grade are the way to go if you have the money for it. If you're buying supplies this year and you're not getting any, if you're not getting clips from Stacy, you're probably spending, well, you are going to be spending too much money. If you're not getting, Fred from Christmas Light Contractors USA.com does everything, and they have a bunch of free resources. It's on the top of their webpage all the way to the right. So it can help you decide, hey, how many bulbs do I need? Here's the dimensions of my house. Well, here's the exact number of bulbs you need. But yeah, right now he has 15% off of all Minleon. I think 10% off of everything else with my code. Stacy is 15% off of everything, but that's clips only. What's up, lights and lights? What's up, buddy? Good to have you in here. So if you missed it, here's the new gutter clip, and you missed it because you're just joining in. New gutter clip. I'm just going to do this again because it's just fun. Oh, and look at me. I messed it up there. Boom. Fun. So pretty neat. That's what I'm working on. It's raining right now. I may end up having to take tomorrow off of work just to finish what I need. I was trying to edit my. So right here in front of me, we'll behind. I have SD cards everywhere. I have SD cards. I have SD cards. I have SD cards. I have SD cards, about 10 SD cards right here. And I'm usually smart enough to label them if you don't. So we got it's not in the focus. But here, this is Jack on it. So these are videos of my son playing football and stuff. I got MC on here, multicasting. It's my whiskey channel. I'm smart enough to label them. But then I started buying micro SD cards. Right? And I don't have them labeled. And I don't know what combination I filmed in. So I had to have one SD card for my drone, one SD card for my camera, one SD card for my other camera. And I don't know which one's which. Oh, that's why you got to label everything. What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris? Shingle clips. Ace has them, but not in stores no more, just online. So Aces are Stacy's. Fun fact, Stacy sells them at Ace and sells them at Menards, no, it's Home Depot or Lowe's. Anyway, they're licensed. They all call them something different, but they are Stacy's clips. So buy them where they are cheapest. If Stacy's are cheapest for you, with my discount code, buy them from Stacy. They're cheaper at Ace, which that's one thing. One thing I wasn't supposed to say at the Ace convention was everything at Ace is a few dollars more, but I saw all the dirty looks I was getting, like, but you get instant service. So there's a trade-off. I do go to Ace a lot. I was there this weekend buying a masonry bit. Nope, I am not. Well, I say that. I am running floodlights only. Where I can go, I can just talk to my smart device, tell them what colors should be, or I have a couple apps. So I have a lot of lights. Actually, don't know how many lights I have. I have the same string lights that Kurt does. I thought I saw Kurt in the chat earlier. Kurt and I have the same string lights. He uses his over his pool, and it looks amazing. If anybody here is buddies with Kurt, have him send you or Kurt, do us all a favor. Put it on Discord, the video of your, or the picture of your pool with the Christmas lights hanging over your pool. Kurt's freaking backyard's amazing year round. So do us a favor, Kurt, if you don't mind sharing that on Discord. It'd be cool. Maybe can ask Stacy. What is it going to be? Ask Stacy. Ones I use for my shingles, my work. Should you go on Ace? I don't know. I would need the outside corner vertical for the vinyl siding. Cool. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, maybe. I know what you're talking about now. So the end caps that go up, maybe. That's a good idea. These fit three. So if it's a 3-inch gap, then yeah, probably. I like that logic. That's good thinking outside the box. John says I'm driving home, but listen, you keep it going. Well, that's fair enough. How long was your drive? Are we talking 2 blocks? We're talking 200 miles. A shout out to Dana from Dana's Wanderlust Crochet. Dana is an over-the-road truck driver, and sometimes when I'm mowing, she just goes live and she just talks like we're doing right now. I got 400 miles, so I'm just going to go live. I have no idea how she goes live while driving, but she does it all the time. Kind of neat to see. So we talked about Devin. We talked about these light clips. We talked about the discounts you can have. Touched a little bit on projection mapping while I'm thinking about it. Let's see here. Boom. Get your hoe hats. If you're hanging lights up without a hoe hat, what are you doing? Plus, and I'm excited to see everybody at the convention. Christmas Expo, if you didn't know, will be in Fort Worth next year. They have not announced the hotel. Normally, I just kind of take a stab like when they're in Vegas. I took a stab. I'm like, I think they're going to be here, and I rented a hotel room there, nailed it. And then 2020 happened, and they canceled. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, anyway, when folks get together, I forget who it is. It's somebody on here. Oh, is it? It might be Carl. Carl, is it you that has everybody with a signed hat? I'm like, I never thought about that. It was genius. 1 hour home. Okay. All right, John, look at you. I forget who it was, but somebody's having everybody sign the whole hats. I'm like, it's genius. Should have thought about that. What I'd like to get, if anybody out there is friends with the Justin Cowboy Wear Company, I would love to get a cowboy hat that has O3 on it. I was at my attorney's office last Friday. My trademark has been finalized, so just sitting in. What's up, Jack? Look at Jack going here. Got here late. What's up? What's up, boy? I know. Is Jack the dog? Is Jack's got a dog on there? What kind of dog is that? But yeah, finalizing my trademark. Got to send all my proofs into the U.S. Trademark Office, so my trademark is official. It got locked in July, I think. I just got to send them samples of stuff that I sell. Kind of neat behind the scenes stuff. See if I can find that media asset, and I will take that down. Still working. Yeah, there we go. Still working to connect with Jeremy to get him on the show. And really, be honest with you, Jeremy, it's just an excuse to get the trophy in my hand. But I think what we'll probably wind up doing is I'll probably film with him on location, then have him in a virtual chat, most likely. Yes. See here. Rob says we did just say we need to get Robert a new hat since all the flight signed your other hat. Okay, boom. So it was you that started doing it. Okay. I was thinking Carl, but no, it was Robert and Lori Slanker. Let's go. Thought it was, and it could be Lowe's that Stacy selling out. I definitely know it's Ace, because when I was at the Ace convention, I was talking to John DeCosmo. I said, John, pretty sure those are Stacy's lights. Or there goes, yeah, he licensed them out. I'm like, so I text Stacy, I'm like, hey, I didn't know you were selling your lights at Ace. He goes, actually, but I do have that still on my phone from Stacy, and I can solve that mystery right quick. Let's see here. I got Devin's text message there. Stacy. Let's see here. Stacy, if I can spell Stacy right. Stacy, there he is. See, this is great TV. Rich Clip. I took a picture. He says, I see 3 of my products. Ace is selling his Ridge Clip Pro, his Ridge Clip. So there's 3 different versions of the Ridge Clip. They're selling 2 of them, and the 11-inch light stick. I forgot he's got light sticks. He also has light sticks. So the sticks he has in your yard, if you have in your yard, they're designed on the same system, where they just go on that easily. So I forgot about that. And he has, I want to say 4 different lengths of his light sticks. which they're behind my lighting. Otherwise, I'd get up for them. But I thought he said that he's selling somewhere else. I know he's selling somewhere else. I thought it might have been in this chat. Anyway, so that's about it. Bill, what's up? Hey, man, just got here. Put it in another bridge near Raleigh, North Carolina. Dang, look at you being fancy. And Bill's got one of the most impressive yards that gets sent in to us every year. He has so much room and length. And actually, the 2 fan appreciation awards ago, Bill finally sent some in this footage, but I didn't give that enough time and depth like I needed to. So last year, to refresh your memory, go back and watch that. If you guys need inspiration or like, I need something new here, go back and watch the fan appreciation awards. You can slide through it and skip through it and see what everybody else is doing. What's Steve saying? Great Christmas Light starts back soon. Are you doing a show like you did last year? Yep, indeed we are. Brian and I are going to do, I don't know if it's going to be on Brian's channel or mine, or in fact, we could simulcast it. We'll probably end up simulcasting it. But yeah, Brian and I are going to do that last year. I need to reach out to Felicia and ask if she's okay with somebody coming on the show. AJ did it with us last year, which was neat because AJ put half the people on the show that were in the episode. So it was pretty neat. So yeah, I'll send her an email here in a second. Hey, Google. In 25 minutes, remind me to email Felicia. See if it talks. Might have the volume down. Yeah, that's part of me being fancy now. I can tell my phone what to do with it being off, and it schedules stuff for me. Pretty neat. But yes, we will exactly be doing that. Is anybody in the chat going to be on this year's show? You can reveal if you're a contender already. So is anybody in here on the show this year? Anybody a contender? Giatonda, are you a contender this year? Let's see here. I know, and I also want to reach out and I know I've asked this before. Brian, if you're still in the chat, who is the guy from season 1 Light Fight? I want to say his name is John. That started his own Christmas FM tuner. He reached out to me last year and wanted to be on, 2 years ago, 18 months ago, reached out and said, hey, can I come on your show? I have this new FM station app that I'm using, and I was on Light Fight season 1. I'm like, oh yeah, I know who you are. But he ended up having some health issues and had to stop. But I need to email him again. Alternate. Okay. Well, shoot. All right. I thought you were, but for some reason, that's right. I already knew that because for some reason I'm thinking, well, this year hasn't filmed yet. The one that released and has filmed, but they're also going to film this year. Is that right? I'm drawing a blank now. I'm confusing myself. Last year they did film ahead, so there's no filming this year. That's what it is. There's no filming this year. They'll film next year's season right now. So we're a year away from filming. Okay, that's right. Oh, no filming this year. Michael Simmons. Thank you, Brian. Boom, Michael Simmons. So yeah, I want to get him on there. I need to start getting people back on the show. Oh, Brian, while you're typing, Brian has a live tomorrow night, and where you could be the guest. And he put a link on Discord, so go to the Discord channel. If you're not a Discord member, links in the video description. Get on that. But yeah, tomorrow night, Brian says the guests are the show, which I'm intrigued by. I think I know what you're doing, Brian. I think it'll be interesting. I've had that idea before, but let's be honest. There's some people that could crash your show, but you know what? It will make for entertaining TV. So what am I saying? Yes, that should, no matter who's on the show, be awesome. As long as you get somebody who can talk, like I do, because I talk too much. Don't believe me? Ask my wife. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think I really have anything much too interested to say about it. Look at me, I got a rich clip right here. I had a rich clip here the whole time and didn't notice it. So rich clip system has that hook right there, which is what I would want to be on this ridge clip. And it has the same, it does exactly the same. It's got the part here for the clip. In fact, let's do a swap out test as I drop it. I need a light. Oh, that's right. There you go. It's too dark in here. You guys can see a lot better than I can. Too dark in there. So yeah, oh, there we go. Now I got it set in there correctly. Okay, pretty neat. Ridge clips, and these sit on top of your peak, attached to your shingles. They don't stretch out, which is amazing. I asked him how he did that, and he told me, but there's too much science. I'm a history guy. I'm a history and English. My wife is math and science. Haven't figured out how to do Discord yet. It's one of those things. I think it's. Be honest with you, Bill. I have no idea what in the world Discord's actually supposed to be used for. We use it as a giant chat room because when somebody types something, you get notified on your phone, and sometimes you just have to say, "Hey, we're going to mute this for a while," because everybody gets too chatty sometimes. Not too chatty, but everybody gets chatty for a while. But I think we all know text enough. So if you have an idea, go to Discord. Hopefully, Kirk will put his photo up of his pool on there because it's freaking cool. So no filming this year. We'll film and air next year. Boom. What else can I talk about? Anything else interesting that's of value to you guys? I was noticing I have a bunch of lights up here that I need to get rid of. So we're gonna start doing some giveaways. AKA Charlie needs to clean his shelf off. I'm like, here you go. Here you go. It's okay. Boom. So yeah, Brian's show is tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Let's see here. Can't think. Let me go to my band. Let me go to my media assets, see if I have anything of interest in there. I don't think I do. Let's see. Minleon. Talked about Minleon before. I think I'm about out of things to talk about. Got some Heartland Mini stuff on here. Got some Christmas Light Contractor stuff. Got Germany Marshalls. The suction cup clips. I forgot about those. Let me show you this real quick to refresh your all's memories. Kind of neat. All right, so I've had a chance to look at this for about 12 seconds earlier today during the conference. This is a game changer. This is the brand new suction cup for C9 bulbs designed to make straight lines on windows. You can do it horizontal, or you can do it at a 90-degree horizontal or vertical. But this is freaking awesome. You put it on here and it just locks in. You can do whatever you want. Look at that. I mean, boom, boom. Look at that. I'm putting some pressure on here, folks. Look how freaking amazing that thing is. That's not coming off. I will break the handle or possibly even break the glass. I felt the glass moving there. So you got this little lip back here. If I can get it off and it comes off. Folks, this is going to be a game freaking changer for all installs and all of us in the Christmas light industry. Stay tuned for more about this in a future freaking video. This is very exciting. I'm going to hit the end button. And look who just got here. Tommy just got out of school. Say hi, Tommy.
Hi.
So, Tommy, what's your favorite thing about Christmas lights?
The music.
The music. What about the little twinkling lights?
Well, I like that it's like connected to the music.
Like that it's connected. So you like Christmas light programming. Nice. Hey, what do you think of these new clips that just came in? See my display with gutters? The lights go on a gutter.
Nice.
Nice straight lines. Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Tommy. That's Tommy. We used to do a set with Tommy called Tomfoolery Tuesdays, where Tommy would come on and tell jokes, but she just got out of school. So she's a senior this year. Are you going to do a Home Depot walkthrough this year? I can do that. JR's on later today. I was at, so my Ace has all their, I was at Ace. When I was at Ace, I don't know, last 24, 48 hours. They have all their stuff out. I thought about doing a walkthrough there. I'm like, yeah. I was supposed to be hired to do all your marketing. Didn't do it this year. But yeah, I'll do Home Depot. Will not do Menards. Home Depot is always one of the last ones that come out, though. Will not do Menards because Menards won't let me in. I like Target, like Lowe's. For me, if I have to buy Christmas stuff from a hardware store, for me, Home Depot 1, Menards 2. There's nothing really. I don't really like anything at Lowe's ever. Ace 3, Lowe's 4. Those are the 4 I have in my market. But Home Depot easily is number one, just because I like the way they set everything up. It's in one area. It's usually I like that everything is a. I'm 5'11", 5'10", 6'7". But I like how I can see over everything that's in the center aisles, and everything's on display. I like how they have it set up. With Lowe's, it's racks all the way to the ceiling. And you got to go all the way around the aisle, which is, I mean, it's not manual labor. It's not laborious. I just like how they have it set up. Ace is kind of similar to Lowe's, to Home Depot. Um, Menards, I like how it's a huge section and you can walk and peruse. I don't know, what are your top four? What order do you put those in if you have to go shopping at one place? What's your ranking? So I'll be Home Depot, one, Menards two, Ace three, and Lowe's four. Was that Home Depot? Really? Not us, not us. Ace has $25 off a $100 purchase. Let's go. Ben says they need to make it a suction cut hook for showers. Do I have one right here? I might not. I do not have any suction cups on my desk. I wonder if that would work in the shower, but it wouldn't be a hook. It'd be a light clip. You could hook something on there. I don't know. Interesting. For props, Home Depot, Ace has the best quality string lights. And Ace and Menards are the same thing, just relabeled. Interesting. So they have everything out, Anthony. Wow. Well, I'm in Wichita, Kansas, to refresh everybody's memory, and we're always the last one here. Always the last ones here. Went to Lowe's over the weekend. They were handing out 20% off that could be used in the 3-day shopping spree. So next weekend, interesting, 20% off. I like it. That's kind of like how Kohl's does. Kohl's does Kohl's Cash. What? Anthony has 3 inches of snow in Montana. Montana. I've never been to Montana. Um, I like the idea of going to Montana because I like it on TV. No Menards in Northern California. Okay, I want to say they're based out of Ohio, but that's probably wrong. Actually, I have no idea. I know they have a unique reputation on the management side of things, for being difficult to work with, for what it's worth. Um, so yeah, interesting. Man, I thought I was only going to talk on here for about 10, 15 minutes today, but ended up getting close to an hour. So my agenda today is to finish filming. I'm sorry, to finish producing and finding somewhere in my 97 SD cards where my footage is at for my um, uh, pitch hopper. If it stops raining, I will film this today. I only have 3 lights, 3 clips, but I might email Stacy to see if we can do a giveaway. This is why I had my phone remind. Oh, Felicia. My email Felicia, see about getting a guest on. We need to email Jeremy to see about getting him on. We all need to watch JR live tonight. We need to watch the librarian live tomorrow night. My 27-year-old son wants to know if you have any single daughters between 21 and 27. Please say yes, and we'll take it from there. Okay. So here's the thing, Robert. I once have tried to give my daughter away. My daughter just texted me today. She goes, "Hey, Dad, I was going through your videos." Actually, I'm just going to read it verbatim. What my daughter, who is 26, said to me just today. Let me back out of Stacy's. Let's go to my daughter's text. It says, and I quote, "The only video you have of me on your YouTube is me being the ugliest I've ever been. Give me a redemption shot." I'm like, all right, whatever. So I don't think guys think like that. Nothing against the fairer sex. Women are awesome. Well, I don't think guys. Has anybody here said, "Hey, remember that time you took that picture of me? I had a bad hair day. Oh, let's do reshoots." No, but yeah, I'll have Haley back on. She's been on the whiskey side of things a few times, but hasn't been on anything in years. So you know what? I'll have Haley on, and Haley will do. Haley's exaggerating. She's actually been in 3 or 4 things. But for those that don't remember, my daughter has had cancer twice, 2 different cancers. She does not listen to Dad. I said, "Hey, Haley, quit getting cancer, or else." And you know what she does? Keeps getting cancer. But she's been cancer. She's in had Hodgkin's. 6 years ago. She's almost 4 years removed from a non-Hodgkin's. She's still technically in remission. But yeah, we'll have her on here so she can show you how different she looks. Different she looks. We joke all the time. Haley and I do. I'll say, Haley, cool. I had a video. I have one video that's getting ready to cross 200,000 views right now. It's my explanation of what is a LED, what's a Kelman, what how to choose the right light bulb. I think is what it's called. I work quasi hard, and actually it's kind of a just throwaway video that ended up doing well. Haley made a video about a shirt, and it got 3 million views. She did a throwaway video. I'm going to say this is the difference between your generation and my generation. That's the difference. You don't know what's going to hit. I guess she had another one because her boyfriend brushed her teeth for her. 2 million views. The guy goes out and scrapes "I love you" in the snow. 1 million views. I'm like, all right. See, I give up. I give up. So anyway, we'll have Haley on the show. Boom. I've had a bad hair lifetime. Well played. Well played. Well played. So Robert, let your son know. I'll have Haley on here, and he can judge what he thinks. I don't think I have any videos of Haley on here. I can. I had Tommy on here. Let's see if I have any. Because I don't know how to do it. Let's see if I can pull up her Instagram, and I'll just show you what my other daughter looks like. This one was Tommy that was just on the show. Guys, I'm at that age where I just don't know technology. I know YouTube. I know there's a way to find search. Man, I don't know. Haley, how do you find how do you find your daughter on Instagram? Let's see here. Where's a picture I wouldn't get yelled at for showing? Eh. Maybe I should just have her on here before I get yelled at. I know there's like 19 pictures on here. I know she has like 37,000 pictures. And anyway, we'll have her on the show. I'll send an out invitation. I'm going to go off on rabbit holes here if I don't stop it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, thank you, Chad. Thumbs up if you like me. Thumbs down if you don't. It's okay. I don't take it personal. I was getting yelled at my work the other day. And this gal, to be honest with you, common sense eluded her. And she said, "Oh, this is wrong." I'm like, it's not. So I didn't say, "Hey, you're wrong." I said, "Here's how you're not as right as you think you might be," which I thought was a funny way to put it. She did not like my joke. But I said, "Hey, if you have a better way for me to do my job, be blunt with me. I take constructive criticism extremely well. I don't take it personal. Taking personal is a waste of my time." Just started testing. Darth Shaggy, Wichita alum. Darth Shaggy tuning in. What's up, brother? Darth Shaggy. He's been to the house. He's been in our lives before. Dude loves Christmas like we all love Christmas. And he does a daily, I'm drawing a blank, Darth Shaggy. Santa Shaggy is his other channel. What's the calendar that counts down contacts you may fall out? What's the calendar that counts down Christmas? I want to call it an Adirondack, but that's not even the right term at all. That's a chair. I'm drawing a blank. What in the world is a calendar that counts down to 25? You get like chocolate every day. My contact is not liking what's going on. Well, I used to be able to read. Putting out a November countdown. Nice. Putting our countdown light on November 1st. Very cool. I'm drawing a blank on what that is. Hey Alexa, what's the calendar that counts down Christmas 1 to 25?
From Quora.com. If you're making an advent calendar.
Advent calendar. Alexa, stop.
From 1 to 24.
Alexa, stop. Advent calendar. Thank you. Thank you very much. Boom. John's got me too. Thank you, John. Check out Darth Shaggy, aka Santa Shaggy, on his channels and his social media. Always brings a delight to us here. And he also likes wrestling, which is awesome. There is a Darth, since we're talking about my wife and I, we like to play Keno. And we went to Champ's Bar over on Seneca about 2 weeks ago. and they had an advertisement that they were going to have a live wrestling match in the bar of Jason versus Freddy. And they said, yes, this is a wrestling match that will actually take place here. I'm like, oh, that's genius. 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 Mostly because, it's October, and it's a great way to pull. I would have said if I had something to do the day it was, I had a birthday party to go to. So I want to say it was last weekend. Like I would have been here otherwise. I would have paid to see that. Oh, you're right. I apologize. Not Santa Shaggy. Santa is Santa Shaggy. Boom. I apologize. Your Alexa's going crazy now. Apologize. I should know better, right? I should know better. But yes. Lost my train of thought. I started laughing. Yeah, I guess that's about all I got, guys. Got nothing else going on right now. I'm gonna go do some filming. Actually, I'm gonna do some SD card range. If you guys have another way to arrange your SD cards, I don't know if we have any photographers in here, but probably, I'm guessing no one has in the chat right now has as many as I do. I need a better way to arrange them. I got hired yesterday. Got hired to do a photo shoot for a engagement, and I got hired to be a wedding photographer for a wedding. Kind of neat. Some other side gigs I got going on. Because that's about it for me today, guys. I'm just sitting there rambling right now. So I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to get out of your all's hair. And that's about it for me today. Don't forget 15% off of everything at canningsystems.com. Link in the video's description below. They are clips only. And then right now, I think it's 10% off of everything at Christmas Light Contractors USA.com, but 15% off their Minleon lights. He's not in the chat today, and I know he watches, but he very rarely comments. But Les from Les's Christmas Lights, lost my train of thought. Got a hold of me the other day, and he was looking for replacement clips because he installs lights. And I said, Minleons are usually like $1,000. They're usually like $1 per bulb. They're kind of expensive. Like, oh wait, they're on sale right now. They're 26% off already, plus my 10% off. He got a box after all the discounts. He got a box of 1,000 red Minleons for like $400, which is a huge discount. So he's like, I'm gonna buy cases of this. I'm like, yeah, do it. Save money. Don't spend. Not saving money is just silly. If you can save money, save money. Right. See you later. I have a wedding to DJ on the 18th. Very cool. That's awesome. Weddings are just the best. Weddings are just the funnest. But that's about it for me today, guys. I'll come back next week. Next week, though, here's what I'm going to do. If I don't have a guest, I'm going to try to get a guest on next week. If I don't have a guest, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the snippets of what I'm filming this week, and I'm going to show you some behind-the-scenes footages of that, just kind of as a way to more immersive, a little something different. And we'll talk more about these clips and some other stuff I got going on. That's it for me today, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you guys have any ideas, don't forget Devin needs floodlights. He will pay for the shipping. Email Devin. I put his email address at the top of this chat. Get your clips. Check out the video's description below for all the discounts. There's lots of ways to save money by using those discounts. And I will see you guys next Monday. I'm Charlie. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.